Good day, fellows. First of all, thank you very much for being a valued client of One Points Career Counseling Private Limited, located at Alamat Plaza, University Road, Sargodha. I am Vakar, as all of you know. I'm your facilitator for IELTS training. Okay. Today, I'm going to share some IELTS speaking techniques with you. Not plenty of them, but 4 to 5 tips I'm going to share with you today. Okay. They'll help you in your interview. So let's start from IELTS. As all of us know, IELTS is International English Language Testing System or testing services. Okay, speaking, the hardest part. It's not the hardest part, but just in our mind is the hardest part, because when it comes to reading, writing, and listening, we do practice all the time. Reading, obviously we have done it. All of us, I think, have studied in the medium, English medium, okay? The mode of learning was English. So reading is not a big deal for us. After reading, when it comes to listening, all of us watch movies, listen to songs. Obviously listening, not a problem, okay? When it comes to writing, obviously all of us has wrote something in our life, okay? Most of you are intermediates, bachelors, graduates, okay? So writing, not a problem as well. But when it comes to speaking, speaking has always been a big deal for us, okay? But there is a good news that it's not a big deal anymore, okay? I'm going to share 5 to 6 tips with you, okay? First of all, before I start sharing the tips with you, always remember that the confidence on yourself is the most important key of the success. Doesn't matter. I'm not talking about specifically about the speaking. In every field of life, you need to have some confidence on yourself that I can do it. Okay. I always say that when you are standing, it will tell the other person what sort of person you are. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. You need to have some confidence. It doesn't really matter. I'm not talking about only speaking or something. I'm talking about every field of life, that you need to have the confidence. Okay, so let's start. First of all, number 1, it is don't use monotone. Okay, first of all is don't use monotone. What is monotone? Anybody have used no monotone? Okay, it's a continuing side. A continuing sound. A continuing sound, especially coming from a person without changing any pitch. You know what I mean? Okay, when I am speaking, I'm changing my pitch. When I have to focus on something, okay, my pitch is going high. When I have to say straight, okay, my pitch is coming down. This is what's called. This is not the monotone. Okay, so avoid using monotone. If you are speaking in a dull tone, okay, what's dull tone? Okay, for example, if Ali asked me, tell me something about yourself. Okay, so how I'm going to tell you something about monotone. Monotone is, my name is Vakar. I came from Sargodha. I have studied my master's degree in Pakistan, and then I went to Australia. And I have studied my master's degree in Australia as well, and then I got back from there, got a job in UAE, blah, 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 whatever. You want to say anything, okay? This is called monotone, speaking in the same tone without changing the pitch, okay? Where the listener is unable to understand what you want to say actually, where you want to put the focus, okay? Now, how you can beat this? For example, if Ali is asking the same question, okay? Now I will say, my name is Vakar, okay. I have studied my master's degree from Pakistan, and then I went to Australia. Okay, I have finished my master's degree in Australia. I got a job over there. I was studying and doing a job at the same time, and then I got back from there. Okay, I got back to Pakistan, and then I got a job in UAE. I have worked in HR departments in one of the telecommunication sector company, and then I got back from there to Pakistan, and then we have started this business. Like, you need to have variety. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. You need to have variety, which will tell the audience, or which will tell you, to your listeners, okay, that you got some interest, that you got some energies. Everybody is clear? Yes. Very good. Okay, the next one is avoid using fillers. Okay. What are fillers? Linguistics call these words hesitation forms. What they call it? Hesitation forms are discourse markers. Okay, we call them hesitation forms or discourse markers. Okay, so what are the fillers? For example, if I don't have a confidence on myself that I can speak English, what I will do is I will take the support of some fillers. Fillers are like, okay, right, so, you may know. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. While speaking English, if I'm making a structure of these fillers, it's not going to leave a good impression of me and the listener. There is no harm. You can use fillers. You can always use fillers a couple of times, one time. That's not a big deal. That's not a problem. But if you're going to use the fillers 100 times in a 5-minute conversation, obviously it's not going to leave a good impression of you. You got the point? Yes. So always avoid using fillers. Instead of fillers, what you can do is you can use your smile, a gesture of goodwill. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. Instead of using a filler, for example, if I'm speaking, if I'm in the middle of saying something, okay, and I'm using a filler, you and you know, and you know, and you know. Instead of saying you know, they will take few milliseconds, what you call that, the portion of a second, millisecond or something, okay. Instead of using that one, you can simply smile. I'm not asking you to crack a joke on him and laugh, okay, but use your smile. That's a gesture of goodwill, okay, and they will leave your impression on the other person, okay, that you are cooperative. You know what I mean? Yes. You have a good, nice nature. Thank you very much. Next one is extend your answer. Extend your answer. What is extend your answer? Okay, you need to remember that here we are talking about speaking ayats module. Okay, we are not talking about everyday routine. We are talking about speaking ayats. Okay, extend your answer. Your answer needs to be longer than the question has been asked. You understand where I'm coming from? Your answer needs to be longer than the question has been asked to you. Example. For example, Sadia, she asked me a question. She's asked, where do you come from? I've got two choices. Okay, I can say Newcastle. Just an example. I said Newcastle. What it's going to do is, first of all, it's going to leave a rude impression of me. The interviewer, okay, or the listener, he or she is going to think in his or her mind that maybe the other person is rude, mate. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to think in his mind that he's rude. He just said Newcastle. She has used 5 to 6 letters, okay, and I have answered her with just one letter, okay. I have said Newcastle. Okay, what's the appropriate answer? I can say, I'm from Newcastle, okay. That's the western suburb of Australia. So what was the question? Where do you come from? I can say I'm from Newcastle, okay. That's a city located in the west coast. You got the point? Yes. Thank you. Okay, the next one. Don't worry about your accent. Very important. Most of us face this difficulty, most of us face this problem because it's not 100%, but sometime we can have an interviewer or maybe we can have a listener in the ayat speaking who has English background. Maybe I'm a very good communicator to the continent friends, okay? Maybe I can speak really good with the boys from Pakistan, with the girls from Pakistan, but when it comes to there, maybe I'll try to exactly, if you have a good accent, use your accent. I'm not asking you to not use your accent if you got an accent, okay? But if you don't have an accent, try not to switch to his or her accent straight away because you're gonna lose it, I'm telling you, okay? So it doesn't really matter what sort of accent trees have you got. It never matters. As long as you can communicate, he or she is just there to assess you. If you can understand, okay? If you can understand and you can answer the question. That's all he or she wanted to do. And that's why he or she is sitting there. And obviously, it's a common sense. English is not our first language. Okay? English is not our first language. We are not supposed to speak English in the accents. We are supposed to speak English the way we speak. This is natural. Okay? For example, if a foreigner from Australia, from UK, or from USA come to Pakistan, okay, you can say he lived here for maybe 5-10 years. He learned bits and pieces of Urdu or Punjabi. What do you think? How is he going to speak? Is he going to speak like me? Are you boys? Never. Okay? He's going to have a problem. So apply this on yourself as well. You will never, obviously, in start. When you will go to those countries, in English-speaking countries, obviously, with the passage of time, practice makes the man perfect. Okay, you're gonna adopt the accent. But in start, try not to switch on his or her accent straight away. You got the point?
Yes.
Okay, and last one is smiling. Helps. Pronunciation. Okay, one thing is always very important, just came in my mind, pronunciation. If the interviewer has an English background, okay, if you can't speak in his or her accent, it doesn't really matter, as I have said before, but at least your pronunciation needs to be accurate, okay. The other day, one of the students, I came across with him, and he was asking me a question about, I think it was about sports. No, sorry, not about the sports. The actual support, the help, support, that one. And he kept saying sports. And what was coming in my mind, I was thinking maybe he's talking about the sports, cricket, or football, or soccer. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So, for example, if you say sports to him, obviously he's gonna think you are saying the playing sports, okay? But in actual, the word is support, not sports. You know what I mean? So your pronunciation is really important. That does matter. You got the point?
Yes, sir.
And we got a tool to help our pronunciation while sitting in the interview. That's smiling. Okay? I'm not asking you to laugh. I'm not asking you to crack the jokes on him. Okay? But smile. It will help your accent. It will help your pronunciation. And obviously, it will give you the confidence as well. Okay? And it's a cooperative feelings, a cooperative gesture. Interviewer will think in his or her mind that this bloke is cooperative. Okay? He knows something, because obviously when you are nervous, okay, when you got something on your head, something on your nerves, you are not in a position to smile at that time, okay? But if you got a good grip on yourself and you keep smiling, not smiling always, okay? For example, if he is asking you about your grandfather or grandmother who has been passed away, okay, and he asks you, when did your grandfather pass away, and you're smiling, okay? I'm not asking you to do that, but smile where it is necessary. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, it will always help you. Is there any question you guys want to ask me?
How much bands are required in Australia?
For Australia,
Yeah.
look, the maximum is 9. I'll ask you to aim for 8, 8.5, 9. I never ask my clients or my students to aim for 5 or 6, because if you are going to aim for 6, you're going to achieve 5 or 5.5. Aim for higher. You get it, you get it. You don't get it, better luck next time. Who cares? Do you understand what I'm saying? So aim for something higher. Is there any other questions, or should we close it? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you.